Aloha, Phoenix Moore here. Just wanted to share one of my good reads. I just decided that I would share this amazing book that I'm reading with everyone, Life Visioning, a transformative process for activating your unique gifts and highest potential by Michael Bernard Beckwith. Amazing book. Now, I just really started reading this book, but I think that the book had me at the forward. I think it's a really, really amazing book. I also like the fact that it comes from the perspective of an individual who has both a solid background in theology, as well as a unique and accredited scientific perspective. So it's really, really cool to read. One part that I wanted to share, this is on page 16. Pain pushes until the vision pulls. It is said that suffering is the great awakener. Human beings do not necessarily change voluntarily. Habits are stubborn. Many times we must hit bottom and experience great pain, which then becomes the impetus for genuine transformation. In other words, pain pushes us until a larger vision pulls us. When we choose to remain stagnant, pain will be our companion, not to inflict hurt, but to transmit a message that we are living in too small an inner world. We haven't yet recognized that pain's message is that we are ready to take the next step in our evolution. Now, I thought that passage in and of itself was extremely profound. Over the course of my own life experience, I found that when I think about pain, I really just consider discomfort that I've experienced in the process of growing. And I just feel like essentially, as you continue to face these different situations of discomfort, I think what you begin to recognize is that you know that the way that you're managing and experiencing the discomfort, if it's not with an attitude of acceptance, is not sustainable. At a certain point, you realize, you know what, I really cannot keep this up, literally, because I won't live. You have a decision to make at every point, every junction that you go through, we experience, because this human experience, let's just keep it real, is a shared experience. It's a shared experience. I mean, as much as people would like to separate themselves and compartmentalize this group, that group, my friend Sonia, rest her beautiful soul, who transitioned, one of the things that she imparted to me was that everyone gets a turn. Everyone gets a turn. That's the crux of this human experience, is that everyone gets a turn across the spectrum, and we might be tempted to compare, the vastness of which the turn comes, but we pretty much all experience everything in some way, shape, or form. So, our shared human experience is that we get the opportunity to, really decide how we want to navigate through it. We get to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just scare myself to death. I'm going to allow this world to scare me to death. You can choose that all day, but you are completely wasting your energy, wasting your time, the life force energy that's granted to us. So I wanted to just really comment on that section, because it just really hit. And I just want to thank this author, amongst many other things. I know that his resume is extensive, but from this perspective, I really appreciate him writing this book, and I just look forward to sharing more, because it is interesting to have the conversation. I think that as human beings, we can decide what type of experience we'd like to have. We have the choice. That's free will. That we can go with status quo, we can go with what society is dictating, and we can go with our parents and our religious dictations and things like that, or we can acknowledge and accept that we are indeed the authors of this life experience and take our own creative reins and mold ourselves into who we intend to be as individuals, but definitely in consideration with the rest of this world, because we are indeed connected. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I strongly encourage you to check this out. This is an amazing read so far, and I'm really looking forward to it. Until next time, aloha.